Hello, this is Math 111. This is section 2.1 in our textbook, and it is the coordinate plane system and lines in their graphs. I think you will find this mostly review as well. All right, so let's take a quick look at what we got. First of all, this is the coordinate plane. Fun story. This was first developed by René Descartes, which is why it's often called the Cartesian plane. He was sick, laid up after getting hit by a cannonball. And he was sick, laying in bed, and he could look up at the ceiling and see the tiles, and he was watching a fly move across the tiles. And this is all myth, probably. I don't know how true this is. But he was watching a fly move among the tiles, and he noticed that flies would move, you could access, denote where the fly was based on how far to the left and how far up and down to the left or right or up and down he went. So the point, 3, 2 was right here, 3, 2, which is 3 to the right and then 2 up. This horizontal coordinate is the x-axis. The vertical axis is the y-axis, and we label these quadrants that it makes: quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, and quadrant 4. The x-coordinate in quadrant 2 are negative. Y's are positive. So this would be the point negative 4, 3. Excuse me. In quadrant 3, it's negative, negative. So negative 2 would be right here. And in quadrant 4, it's positive, negative. So 2, negative 2 would be right. 1, 2 over, 1, 2 over, 1, 2 down would be right there. Right? This point right here is the point 0, 0. And it is known as the origin. Feeling good and comfortable, hopefully? Any questions, you guys?
No.
Awesome. All right. Moving along. When you take 2 points, any 2 points, and all it takes is 2 points to define a line, then these points, if this is x1, y1, and this is x2, y2, and this is line L, then these 2 points in this line has a constant slope. And the way that you find the slope is by calculating the rise over the run, how far up and down it goes, divided by how far over it goes, which would be y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And that would be your slope. Keep in mind that the slope of a vertical line, then, if I were to take this, let's just say this one, let's say this is point negative a. Then this would be negative a comma y1, and this would be negative a comma y2. And then this would be y2 minus y1 over negative a minus a negative a, or negative a plus a, which would be some number, y2 minus y1 over 0. That's bad. You can't divide by 0. So this slope is undefined. The vertical line slopes are undefined. Likewise, horizontal. So a super common problem that you'll see. You're looking for the equation of a line parallel to this line passing through this point. So the first thing you need to do is find the slope of this line. So I think the easiest way to do this is to just solve for y. So if I move y over here and 1 over here, so take a minute and make sure that you buy that that's true. So then I can just read it off my form. The slope is 2. Since I'm looking for a parallel line, I need a slope of 2 that goes with this point. So I'm going to use my point slope form. Y minus my y point equals 2 times x minus my x point. Now, a lot of times that answer will work just fine. You don't even have to fix it. You don't even have to simplify it. But if you want to, you would distribute the 2, subtract the 3 from both sides, and you get y equals 2x minus 7. So if you think of what's going on here graphically, we have a line right here that crosses at -1 and goes. Then you're going to go up to 1, 2 over 1, that's my slope, up 2 over 1, that's my slope, and this would be one line right here. This line would go down to -7. And go up 2 over 1, and would be another line here, completely parallel, never touching. All right, so there you have it. Lines, this line right here was the line that I started with. It intercepts at -1, so I went down to -1. My slope was 2, so I went up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1. This line over here was the parallel line that I just found. It also has a slope of 2, but it starts at -7. So I go up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, and so on.
We did this last year.
Yes.
We should have done this.
All right.
One, I think.
Yes.
That's a lot of math for. You could just write that the y-intercept.
We have this last problem to do before I set you free on your practice problems. So it says they want you to find a perpendicular line, so that's the symbol for a perpendicular, to this line through this point. So we're in a line that's perpendicular to this line through that point. I'm going to start the same way. I'm going to put this into slope-intercept form. So I'm going to have 3y equals -2x plus 1. I move the 2x over, and I move the 1 over. And now I'm going to divide by 3. You know, y equals -2/3 x plus 1/3. So my opposite reciprocal slope, so if this slope M1 is -2/3, my perpendicular slope M2 is going to be 3/2. So you notice I made the negative into a positive and I flipped the fraction over. Now I use this new slope with this point and I say y minus my y point equals slope times x minus my x point. And I'll multiply this through. Y plus 1 equals 3/2 x minus 12/2. Y plus 1 equals 3/2 x minus 6. 12 divided by 2. Subtract the 1 from both sides. Y equals 3/2 x minus 7. And that would be the answer to my perpendicular line through that point. We can real quick show you what that looks like on Desmos.